All right, congratulations. Obviously, a pretty spectacular result from you tonight. What's the emotion for you right now?
Hey, man, I'm feeling great right now. Seeing this journey that I've been through and then getting the contract that just refueled me to start getting back on the road now to chase that belt.
You were obviously very calm, composed. I mean, Dana said that you really liked that about you. But your corner was calling for the high kick, right? They saw it. I mean, did you see it as well, or did you just trust them that all right?
Oh, I saw it as well, but it's just I was being hesitant. But I know I trust what my coach sees. So I threw it the first time, he blocked it, and then I think the second time I threw it was when it put him out. Yeah.
Talk about your last fight. I mean, I don't want to say you were just the opponent last time, but it was your opponent that had all the hype, right? And then what did that do to you? I mean, I got to imagine that result that night did something to give you confidence or to feel like, hey, I'm not just a guy out here facing your developmental people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know going into that fight, everybody, well, he definitely thought he was going to come in there and run through me. But for me, my mindset during that fight was like, man, he better find out when he come through. Because watching his fights, I was like, it's not really much for me to be worried. But dude, he's definitely a tough dude. So I never underestimate any of my opponents. Yeah.
So where do you feel like at now, right? Because even Dana said, man, normally, I don't know, it's so early in his career. I mean, is this going to be difficult for you? I mean, do you welcome, like, hey, I know I'm just a few fights in, but I'm in the UFC, or do you realize, like, man, I'm in deep waters now, so I'm still so early and so, learning in my career?
Oh, I definitely appreciate this challenge because everybody's going to be coming in. I know they're going to be looking to take me out, and that's just going to bring more eyes towards me, and they're going to end up in the same place as all the other ones. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Last question for me. What is the plan from here? I mean, obviously you got the deal, but now you got to make a debut. Do you have a date circled? Do you have a name in mind? What do you see next?
Hey, if Dana calls me and tells me next week, my guy, I'm going to be on there.
What's up, man? Speaking of Dana, I think you're in the room. Did you hear his comments about you when he stood here?
When he's still here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's probably still back there. What did he say?
He said that he picked, out of all the wins tonight, he picked you to be one to watch in the future.
Awesome.
Said you remind him of a Tyson. Said you got the sort of tactics and the aggression of one. What's your feedback like hearing the president of the company say that?
Man, hearing him say that's really high praise. It just boosts my confidence even more. Makes me want to get right back in the gym and working so that I can't disappoint his view on me.
The opponent was out for quite a while.
Yeah.
We've seen that before on The Ultimate Fighter when Uriah Hall knocked out his opponent, and you see on the face of you that it's a moment of realization. What's it like standing there seeing that?
Yeah, when I saw him laying there and seeing how he was taking his time to recover, it was like, I mean, I know it's the sport we play, but I can't help but feel really bad. So it's like, I really hope he makes a speedy recovery. I know he's a warrior, so I know he's going to be back in there. And I definitely appreciate him because taking this fight with me definitely put me out there. So,
was his movement frustrating? Because he's all over the place sometimes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like his movement was pretty good. Like he was getting away from my punches at first. Took a little bit for me to get that timing down. So he's definitely a good mover.
Was the head kick you saw something set up? Because when he exited, he always exited that way. So did you see that in advance, or was it just you sort of threw it at the end of a combo?
Right. Yeah, I saw that every time I threw something, he would go out that way. I mean, coach was calling it, but I was being hesitant. And then finally, I was like, okay, let's get this thing done. And then once I threw that same combination, I watched them peeped out that way, and I just let that kick fly.
And you got it done. Congratulations,
yes,
man.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Tell us about the journey. You came from another country. You come here. You're now realizing, I would guess this is your dream.
Oh, yeah. This right here is definitely the dream because coming here, I mean, I was never really too certain about what I was planning to do in the future. I started college going in, but then when I started doing this, just the environment, the people, and everything, it just like I just took all that in, and then I knew for sure being in the UFC and eventually being a UFC champion is something I want to be. So the journey has been rough. I've made a lot of sacrifices, a lot of things which I haven't been able to do, and now the results are here. So I'm happy.
How old were you when you immigrated over?
I was 10 years old when I came around 2005.
Okay, so when you were back home, but this is your home now, you weren't thinking of being a UFC fighter back then?
Oh, nah, this was the furthest thing from what I was thinking. I mean, I was just running around in the neighborhood and having fun, just playing with the neighborhood kids. That was about it.
So how did you come to, finding the UFC and loving the sport of MMA?
I think it was my second year going into college. I just was looking for something to do during the summer. Saw a 30-day free trial, and then went in the gym. Wasn't actually planning to sign up at all. Once I got in there, brought my friend over, he signed up. So I was like, dang, I felt obligated to sign up. And then just being in the environment, like I said, with the people, just the good energy was just made me want to stay. And the more I stayed, the more I absorbed the everything going on around me. I fell in love with it.
Best money you ever spent?
Oh man, definitely.
So what does your family think of this? You
man.
you being a fighter?
I mean, at first it was definitely like something I wasn't really telling them that I was actually pursuing this as a goal. Because coming here from back home, coming for better opportunities, telling your parents that you're trying to be a fighter. The comment that has stuck to me since when I first told my mom was, "How are you gonna leave your country fighting to come here to come fight?" That kind of hit me really hard at first when I told her. But now she's like one of my biggest supporters. So it's beautiful to see the progress of how she's coming to understanding. And this is what I love, and this is what I want to do.
Congratulations.
All right, thank you.